So I've wanted to shop forever, like literally forever. So it's finally time to start kicking off my dream shop project. Let's go. So when we decided that it was time to move because we needed more space for our family, my only hard and fast requirement was it preferably has to already have a shop, or at a bare minimum, I was not willing to entertain any houses that did not have a lot that was sufficient in size to put a shop on it somewhere. My wife wanted a neighborhood, I wanted as much land as I could get. We settled on this place, which honestly is perfect. We've got over an acre here, but it's still in a neighborhood for her. However, it did not already have a shop. We've lived here 4 years. We're finally breaking ground on the shop project. Let's go. So the first step in a project like this is figuring out where you want to put the building. You can see I got a lot of room behind my house, but not a lot of room on the sides. So we selected this back corner of the lot as being the best location. Now I thought a lot about this because once you put that building up, you can't move it. So here you can see we laid out some lines to check it and then started on the design work. So I'm going with 3 bays across the front, make it easy to pull cars in and out. Man door, a couple windows on the side for entry. The backside, throwing a couple windows up here, also an additional door in case I put a lean-to. That gave me what I needed to draw up my foundation layout. So this has got all the dimensions, placement of doors, everything I need to start digging. Here's my dad on his Bobcat with his backhoe extension, helping me dig those trenches to lay those foundation footings. Now in my area, frost depth is 24 inches, so that's what code requires. We went a little extra just to be overkill, but it's tedious moving this amount of dirt, so working our way around and checking our grade as we go. As soon as we got all of the trenches dug, we started setting our forms so we can come in and pour those footings. Here you can see what those forms look like once they're all set up and put in place. These are already all staked off and ready for rebar to be dropped in. We did get some early snow, which is fun. So we had to make some last minute changes to our forms. Engineer spec'd out that we put 3x3 pads at all the doors since it's on the load bearing side of the trusses. But he drew it up as stopping your footing at the doors, which I thought was kind of weird, but I did it that way anyways. After talking to my concrete guy that's gonna give me a hand with this, he said absolutely don't do it that way. Go overkill and build this in because it'll save you from getting water under your doors. So I got a truck coming at 10 a.m. tomorrow to pour all this, and we are scrambling to get it done now. Well, it's pour day, so we're about to start pouring some footings. All poured, we got our vertical set, and so it's gonna be a little bit cold tonight, but I'm hoping this will all set up fast enough that I can pop forms tomorrow because I really want to reuse all this 2x6 in my walls for bracing. But we're there. Tomorrow we can start wiring rebar for the horizontals and get some panels up, and this is actually gonna start looking like a foundation. So here you can see the first of the concrete forms are going up. We are setting the insides first to pour the foundation stem walls. The reason you set just the insides is then we can go around the outside and have easy access to tie all the horizontal rebar to those vertical runs that were stuck into the footings. So from this angle, you can see all those verticals that we're going to tie the horizontal rebar to. You can see all our chalk lines. And here's the first of that rebar getting tied, so it kind of shows you what it looks like. It's actually really cool to see some walls up in here because I've been staring at this thing for the longest time when it was just string runs and all those things, and the whole time I'm just thinking, man, I don't know if this doesn't look big enough. I mean, I went about as big as I can afford. To be honest, I might run out of money before I completely finish it out, but at least it's cold storage for cars. Gets them out of the weather. Now that we're getting walls up, you kind of get a feeling for how big the building is, and it makes it feel a lot bigger when you're standing in the middle of it. And I know that as soon as we get true walls up and a ceiling in here, it's going to feel even bigger. So that's starting to give me a little confidence that this is going to have enough room for us to do stuff for a while. So here's what it looks like once all those forms are set. We got the inner and the outer, and we're pretty much ready to pour at this point. You can see the blocking down there where there's going to be the dropouts for all 3 roll-up doors. Got a roll-up door back there, a couple man doors too. So tomorrow's the big day. We are pouring these suckers, and then we're probably done with this thing for winter. Big day, time to pour walls. So the pour went really, really good. Here you can see the entire foundation. It came out looking great. You can see where it's positioned on the property. I left ample room around this building so I could put lean-tos up on two sides and actually add onto the back in the future if I need to.